Expand your knowledge with the Academic Minute. Each day, travel with us around the world to learn what professors are researching within their specialties and be the first in the know. Listen as we discover the newest green innovations, research the behavioral patterns of animals, and examine how the arts are being studied today. You'll find it all on the Academic Minute.
Listen every weekday afternoon during the KSJE Evening News at 5:30.
Each week on Celtic Connections, we bring you the finest of traditional and contemporary Celtic music from Ireland, Scotland, England, Wales, and North America. Tunes you can tap your toes to, and songs that will transport you to misty mountains and moors. This is Brian Kelso-Crow inviting you to join me for Celtic Connections.
Listen to Celtic Connections every Saturday afternoon at 1 on KSJE 90.9 FM, Farmington.
Hi, this is Sergio Melnichenko with the Brazilian Hour. I would like to invite you to join me every week with the best and most exciting music of Brazil. Every week, right here.
Tune in the Brazilian Hour every Saturday night at 11 on KSJE Farmington. This program is supported by San Juan Health Partners Urology, providing a wide range of personalized services for the whole family, including children. Our caring professionals are dedicated to helping meet your urology health needs with skill, experience, and service you need. For a complete listing of our services and to learn more, visit sanjuanhealthpartners.com or call 505-609-6300. San Juan Health Partners Urology, a division of San Juan Regional Medical Center. (8:36) KSJE. You're listening to the Scott Michlin Morning Program. It is a whole 12 degrees outside our radio studio here at San Juan College, so our visual radio listeners and watchers are seeing a lovely scene of the beach from Florida, where it's a lot warmer than 12 degrees. But we're showing that picture from earlier today of the sun and surf at Lauderdale by the Sea in Florida, because it is so cold here, and it's going to be cold for the next several days, unfortunately. But right now, outside 12 degrees in Farmington. The weather forecast calls for a partly sunny day today. High 32 is all we're going to see today. The overnight low down to 15 tonight. Mostly sunny and about 10 degrees warmer, 11 degrees warmer tomorrow, 43 for a high on Wednesday. But then a chance of rain or snow showers on Thursday and Friday. Highs each day mid-40s and overnight lows near 30 degrees. I'm Scott Michlin. My guest on the radio this morning, Ken Collins, is here from Ken Collins Marketing. We were talking about, we're jumping all over the place this morning with marketing and media and everything else that we can think of to talk about. But Ken, good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you here to talk about what you've been doing in the community for 20, going on almost 30 years, probably.
Actually, not in this community, but
all over, right? Yeah.
So it's in this community since 2003.
Okay.
There.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's about almost
not independent, but in various aspects.
Sure.
So,
but you've seen a lot of changes,
Yeah.
for sure, in the 30 years that you've been in public relations
Yeah.
and marketing and things like that. And so I know when clients call you probably and say, I need more people in my store, or I need to sell more widgets, or I need to do something, and it's whatever we've been doing isn't working anymore.
Right.
I bet you hear that a lot.
Yes. Yeah, I do, actually.
Right.
I hear people...
I can't just buy my Yellow Pages ad and be done with it.
Right. This is what you used to do.
Right. Nothing against the Yellow Pages, because they still serve a purpose. But, okay. We can see your face. We can see your face, Ken. Your eyes rolling the back of your head. Sorry. Sorry, Yellow Page people. But
I'll say those things on my station.
Okay, there you go.
But no, so you used to
Right.
have an ad in the phone book.
Yeah, right.
And then if you had something going on, you'd put it in the newspaper, you'd put it on the local TV station, and hit one or two radio stations.
Yeah.
And there was literally no one that didn't know about your thing.
Right.
If you did that, if you followed that formula,
That was it.
there is no one could hide from that.
They would hear your message, see your message.
They would definitely hear your message. And that's not the case anymore.
Right.
It's just not the case. So there are other things you need to do.
Right. But even today, it seems like there's not the right magic mix of stuff to make sure everybody gets my message,
Right.
it seems. There just isn't a way to reach everybody. I don't know why.
Yeah. As time went on, even before all of this crazy digital stuff, digital stuff was going on for a long time, but since mid-'90s. But social media was going on. It wasn't really catching hold until that fateful 2007 timeframe, I think it was, when the iPhone came out. It was a game
Smartphone.
changer.
Yeah.
And it was very specifically the iPhone, and now a whole bunch of other smartphones.
Sure.
But the iPhone was the first one that kind of put everything together into a thing, and it was a complete game changer. It put a computer in everyone's pocket, is what it did.
Right.
And so now, no longer was it the dominion of the power geek to have the BlackBerry on your hip, this device and that device, and we're going, well, look at those guys. Now we're all those guys.
That's right. That's right.
We have them in our pocket, every single one of us.
True.
And we're engaging in that, and that's just the world that we live in. So it was from 2007. Previous to 2007, you could kind of keep going on like you were going on,
Right.
Newspapers and
the traditional way of doing things.
And phone books and all that kind of thing. And it's just a different world now, just because of specifically because of the phone. I always say that actually the phone killed the phone book. The internet was around for a long time, and the phone book was fine. The phone killed the phone book.
That's true. That's true. And it killed my memory of trying to remember phone numbers, because now I don't have to, so I don't even know.
I have no idea what
people's
anybody's
phone
number is.
Yeah, I just look for their name and I can call them. So it's amazing to me how it's changed so quickly, and how it continues to change. And again, in 2007, though, we didn't see a lot of the streaming video that we see today, because, of course, the cell phone networks weren't powerful enough, or the phones powerful enough to do that, to watch video on our phones reasonably well.
Right.
And today it's a little different story, and probably with the next generation, the 5G phones that we'll be hearing about probably soon, it's going to even be better quality, faster connections. So here we are.
Just where we are. Everything's in the cloud. Everything. It's this old computer model. Everything used to be on a database, and you would have a terminal to get into that database. It was just a screen and a keyboard. It wasn't a computer. And so we would terminal into the database, and then the personal computer came along. Totally weird concept, but everybody could have a computer of my own at my own desk. That's crazy, because computers were immensely large.
Right.
And so now we had personal computers, and they kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And the internet came along, and now our usage of the internet. So what has happened? It's all in the cloud. It's the cloud, right? So it's all on servers that you terminal into to do your thing. So we're back to the database model. It's come full circle.
Interesting. Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, it's amazing to me. And so for a lot of people, though, they probably feel, and rightly so, that they're getting bombarded with marketing messagings throughout the day, whether it's just a logo on a soda machine that they're walking by, or a billboard or driving by, or someone's T-shirt, or a radio ad, or a TV ad, or a newspaper, or whatever, right? I mean, it's just constant.
It really is, and that's why I say just put out content, interesting content that people want to engage with. People don't want to engage with ads. They want to skip ads. They have devices. They create software.
For the option
they pay for things to get rid of ads. So don't do ads.
Okay.
Just do content and engage with people, and people will do business with you when you do that.
Interesting.
That's how it works.
And because there's a lot of clutter, I guess, and that's the idea, to cut through that, to have the content that is memorable and important and what have you, right?
Right. Yeah, do video, and don't hire someone to do video. There's no need for that. You can pick up your phone and use that. It's perfectly acceptable device to do that. And the thing is, we're so programmed from a television, we're a TV audience.
Right.
So
if I could just ask, please shoot your videos like this, everybody, not like this.
Oh, exactly.
Please shoot your videos
like,
horizontally, okay?
Like that.
Landscape mode.
I know,
please.
It's so aggravating.
I beg of you.
Yes. Do it right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're programmed from TV, so we know immediately what a commercial is.
Right.
When we see a commercial, we know it.
Yeah.
You can do all kinds of things to change it up and try and trick us that this is not a commercial, but we know it's a commercial, and our brain immediately tells us from decades and decades of programming, okay, this is when you go to the bathroom. This is when you go to the kitchen. This is when you skip. This is when you fast forward on your DVR. This is when you do something else. And so it's just in our head that we know that's when we do that. That's our break. That's, as a viewer or a listener, that's our break, is during the commercial. Right. And so hiring somebody to do video professional makes it polished and it starts to look like a commercial. People don't want to pay attention. But your shaky cell phone video will get so much interaction. It's all you need.
Okay.
If you want the interaction, just pick up your phone, shoot it selfie style, look at, tell people what you got going on, and you will have people engage with it. That's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So all this I overspent is what you're telling me, Ken? I mean, you shouldn't have all this here?
This is a 100% different thing.
Okay.
So,
okay.
yes.
Sure. Thank you. Good.
Yeah.
Hope my boss isn't watching. some questions to answer after the show, but
the typical business owner that's trying to get the word out about their thing or whatever, you can do a commercial which people won't pay attention to, or you can just take your phone out of your pocket, stick yourself in front of your product or your store or whatever's going on, and shoot a selfie video saying, "Hey, this is happening right now," and you'll get people engaged with it.
Yeah. And what's your budget? Nothing.
To do that, nothing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can go on and promote it and spend a little bit of money, and if you're doing it on Facebook, it's targeting makes that a secret weapon, and you can set your own budget. So if you only have a few dollars, you can spend a few dollars.
True.
So yeah.
And that's the other thing about social media I want to ask you about, because the advertising budgets on social media, I mean, it seems like I can reach, at least according to Facebook, I can reach 50,000 people for $5, and it seems too good to be true.
You can't.
Oh, I can't. Okay. Well, then it is too good to be true.
There are 50,000. Well, there are actually more than that. There are 50,000 people within the immediate area, within Farmington, that you can reach.
Right.
You can't do it for $5. So for $5, you'll get.
Maybe I could reach them once.
A few hundred people.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
But it's certainly more affordable, I would think, than a traditional print ad or even a radio ad or a TV ad, right? If I'm only spending, even if I'm spending more than $5 on social media advertising and reach than I am on a traditional media buy.
Right. Just like anything else, the rules haven't changed. We're all human beings, and the rules of advertising and marketing have been around for a long time because they were developed over a long time, and so they still hold true. You have to think about the rules and not what you used to do. So it's not just a platform that has changed. You have to think about it's not a new platform. I used to advertise here, now I'm going to advertise over here. Don't do it in the same way. So it's one thing to create a certain type of ad if you're running it in a newspaper or some other kind of print publication. It's another thing if you're running it on a radio station. It's another thing if you're running on a television station. It's another thing if you're running it on something like Facebook. It's a totally other thing if you're running on YouTube. So you have to think about the actual platform that you're running it on. And Facebook is about engagement, period, done. It's not for sales. You don't sell on there. Okay.
No one-size-fits-all solution.
No, there is none.
Is what you're talking about. All
right. You have to think about the platform you're like, just like you always did. You still have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good advice. All right. We are out of time. Ken Collins, I'm sorry, but thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me. It's awesome. I love the new studio.
Thank you. Hope you'll come back. Well, we hope you'll come back and tell your friends, share it, engage with us, and we'll see you again soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott.
You're very welcome. That's Ken Collins, everybody, from Ken Collins Marketing, my guest here on KSJE. Back with more in just a moment, everyone. The time right now is 8:50.
Born of the slavery controversy, the state of Nebraska